Hello, hello. Welcome back. The beta has arrived. So, I'm going to preview Razorwind Shores for you, my friends, guildmates. This is the world map. It's quite a big zone. 7 or so flight points throughout. They've added quite a lot of NPCs since the PTO. It's very lively. There are 3 or 4 different biomes. They're not so different, but I do prefer the Horde Neighborhood. A little bit of Horde bias, but it is what it is. I think as a zone, Razorwind Shores is better, but as a neighborhood, Founders Point, the Alliance neighborhood might be a little bit better. But let's take a look. This is the central hub here in the middle. Endeavors are currently live, which is a monthly event where you can progress activities with your neighborhood, your guild, or your public neighborhood, or otherwise. You can do tasks, quests, different activities to earn these coupons, which you can use to buy pretty snazzy decor. You can see the Endeavor progress here. It's supposed to last a month. I'm not sure why this is tagged as 141 days. I'm sure that's just a beta interface. In a public neighborhood, the Endeavor will roll around automatically. I assume there's some sort of rotation. In a private or guild neighborhood, it will be chosen by guild or neighborhood managers, I guess. HOA. To form a guild or private neighborhood, you will require 10 unique Battle.net accounts on the charter. So it will be a little tough to kind of set up your own private neighborhood, but unless you're quite reclusive, I don't think you'd want to. Your progress on the endeavors would be very slow. But let's take a look at some of the plots, see if there's something you guys might want to put your hand up for early. We'll try and get everyone in plots that they prefer to be in. I like to start up in the northeast here. It's kind of an autumn Ashara wilderness up here. This plot up here is number 39. Has a nice little rope bridge. These 3 up here are a little isolated, but not too far apart. Good views. And this one particular node has its own little private overlook back here. It's not technically linked to the plot, but you do kind of have to go through the plot to get here. So you can kind of claim that for yourself. And just down the way, this one isn't claimed, so I do have to interact with the cornerstone to see which number it is. It's number 15. Just like the other plot. Good views. Has the river. Quite a serene location up here. I like these ones. This one up here Number 46 is probably my top 3 for the Horde plots. See this claimed in this public neighborhood. Has all this water, all these waterfalls, and a nice little fishing spot down there. And just across the way is number 31. Same deal. Right near the water and the rivers, but still a little bit isolated. I think that's the main difference between the Horde and the Alliance neighborhoods. The Horde clusters are 3s and 4s for the most part, and the Alliance ones seem to be like 3 to 5, and they're much more like neighborly, very close together for the most part anyway. Just up the road we have another 3 stack. Number 45, 44, and 20. This one has this little watchtower. Again, not part of the plot, but some nice flavor between the different plots. $44. 20. The numbers are random, it seems like. I'm not sure their method that they chose to number them, but this one has a nice little overlook. It's actually quite snazzy. Little secret storage. Didn't notice that the last time I was here. Always finding new little things like that when I'm running around. This one has another little flavor area at number 53. They added a lot of critters and stuff. Really brings the zone alive, I think. And this one, whoops, has number 52 here has this great big perch, like overlooking the beach area, which is quite cool. And a nice little fishing spot. Just across the river we have another 3 stack. And one a little up the road. So this is number 42. As far as I can tell, all the plots are about the same size. Depending on where they are, they can, and how many different doodads and stuff they have around, they can appear a little larger. I think they're basically on the same size. This one unclaimed, number 35. And number 38. This one has a little spa day on the side here. Communal bath for reasons unknown. And one more in this area, number 23. Kind of at the top of the river here. It's the flight point, like I mentioned. And just 2 more in this biome. Kind of on the edge, it has a little bit of the forest and a little bit of the kind of lush Durata biome it kind of swaps into. So this is 21 and 4. I'm sure a lot of people will want to neighbor up with their spouse or their friends, depending on who your friends are. and what kind of decor they'll have outside their homes. And now we're kind of breaking into the more rugged Durata area in the middle. This is number 16. It is the closest plot to the central area, which isn't a huge advantage, but you are very close to all the quests, all the vendors. Just over the cliff, there's another plot, number 47. More of the rugged terrain in the middle. I'm surprised there isn't a more dense clump here, but it seems to be a trend in the Horde neighborhood, which I don't mind. I think they did a great job on the zone overall. Does feel like a place that's fun to explore and hang out. A lot of vendors, a lot of flavor. This seems very lively. Now up here we have a double plot here. Number 36, and this one right here, unclaimed. Sometimes it struggles to show me on the cornerstones. But these two plots right here are two of my favorites in the zone, along with the number 46. There it is, number 25. It has a lot of interesting decorations and doodads around. It has its own little private watering hole back here in the dark. It's very cool. This one I think up here is a little bit better. It's closer. It's number 2. There's all these kind of extra decorations and stuff. You don't have to place yourself, but you can kind of enjoy them. Access to the water, little diving board, big waterfall. So it's probably my second in the top 3 for the zone. This one. Just down the road there's a nice little 3-stack in the kind of more lush oasis kind of biome. Not quite the beach, not quite the rugged barrens, but very colourful for the Horde neighborhood. And this one is number 9. And the 2 down here are claims, so we have to peek at the cornerstones, which are very laggy, just for me. Very helpful. Let's see if the other one's working. Oh, there we go. Number 28. And if you're watching this from our guild, we have maybe 21 active members at the moment. Maybe more, maybe less, depending on who's playing in midnight. So we will have a lot of extra plots, and hopefully people can pick one that they like. This is number 18. Probably have people pick their top two or three, and hopefully we can get everyone sorted. It will more than likely be this neighborhood, since we are a Horde guild, and there are some aversions to the Alliance. I won't name any names. This one is number 0. One of the more isolated Horde plots. You can't really see any of the other plots from here. It's kind of tucked away. Another one with a watchtower. I don't mind this one. It's probably not in my top 3, but it has its charm. No water, I think, is the thing that sets it back. Not right off the plot anyway. And just down here we break into kind of the beachy ones. This is more of a dense location for the Horn. This one is 26. And behind this one is actually where you can get a bunch of the Alliance decor items and like pirates smuggling it in. So both factions can kind of get most of the base decor from each other. You can see some of them are quite expensive. You will burn through a lot of gold if you're buying multiples for decorations, which you'll probably want to do. Just across the way we have 33, 11, and 17. These ones are close-knit compared to some of the others, but it is a very lush Oasis Barrens kind of feel. Empty plot just here. Number 50 comes with its own hippo. Couple of hippos, which I think is a major perk. People missing out not taking this one. There's another one just up the way here. Another isolated plot, number 41. And it is right off this big farm area. There's some Kodos and lots of farms. Not many plots, but lots of NPCs. We missed a couple on the edge here. This is number 17, right on that water. And just across the way, number 54. Right across from this big kind of event area they have set up for role players, I suppose. It's a happening place. Well, it could be. Just up here we have a few of these high-rise kind of bluff plots for people. They all have kind of these balconies overlooking kind of everything below. And it starts here with number 27, and they're all kind of linked by these bridges. This one in the middle has a lot going on. It's got a watchtower and all the things on all the sides. That was number 30. Across the way there's a double plot up here. Number 12 and number 43. And there's one tucked away down here in the middle. Number 32. See, this one kind of feels smaller, but it does have this massive tree which you can't do anything about, for better or worse. I think it's cool. And hidden away back here is the most isolated in this Horde neighborhood, which is actually the one that I have claimed currently. Definitely my top 3 as a bit of an introvert. And kind of away from saboteurs and their outdoor decor, so I don't have to suffer too much. I haven't done much decorating outside the home. Just tested a few of the decorations. I spent more time running around looking for vendors and kind of seeing what there is to buy so I can level up my house level here. So I can get a bigger room budget and decor budget before I kind of dove into it. A couple more of these high ones up here. Number 22 and number 49 with a nice big watchtower in the middle. This one has kind of a nice diving board. Don't let the skulls and crossbones fool you. You can make the jump. But I will test it again for the video without rocket jump because I haven't set this character up. Oh, I'm just gonna walk straight off. Nailed it. Which brings us to the last kind of clump of homes here on the beach. This one's number 37. This guy's been busy. Has its own wharf out the back. And then we cross the way into these ones in the middle are all kind of clustered. So there's one up to the side here, number 19. And then these ones in the middle are all kind of close together, so a nice clump for a group of friends. Number 6, number 51, and number 7. This one has a lot of trees for being on the beach. Quite nice there. This one has a deck off to the side. Number 3. I don't know if I called out the name or the number of the one back up here, but it was number 0. I know that one. Another one tucked away underneath this big rock arch. Number 5. Just next door, we have number 1 and number 13 next to that. So this is number 1, allegedly. It's a nice little area here. Just across the way is another NPC home. This one has its own little deck. More fishing NPCs. And then finally these last 2 plots kind of really close together. Number 14 and number 8 just across on its own little island up here. I like this one as well. Not quite in the top 3, but it has its perks. Beach access. But yeah, that's it for right now. As you can see, there's lots of kind of NPC buildings and decorations. And they have only populated 60% of the zone, so I'm not sure if they plan on adding more in the mountains. Now all the things are popping up that I clicked. I think I looked at this one. It's like a little 3 stack here. It's number 34, number 10, and number 48 up on the high rise. But back in the Barrens kind of Durata biome. Yeah, you got to see all the different areas. It's quite lively. I think all the little clusters are a little separated compared to Founder's Point, but I think that's for the better, depending on your friend group, or your guild, whoever you're neighboring up with. I'll try to put up one for Founder's Point after this, and poke around inside the house, looking at some of the decor and some of the tricks you can do. Well, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.